Oh, you, you have a little flower there on your cheek. Here, let me get that for you. There you go. You know, I never imagined I would quite enjoy having company in my kitchen as much as I have enjoyed these past few weeks with you. You have been a very pleasant surprise. You know? I've got to say, you handle yourself very well for someone so small. I would not have guessed that someone your size could be so handy with a pastry brush. Or at least, not one of my pastry brushes. I certainly never expected to find myself laughing as much as I have in the past few weeks. Like the time with the flour sack, I tried to tell you not to move it. It's heavy for me. But you were determined. I respect wanting to try, but it was kind of as big as you are. So I don't know what you were thinking. I turned my back for a second, then all of a sudden, poof, little cloud of white, and there you are looking like a ghost under it all. The look on your face was priceless, you know that, right? Or when you tried to carve those decorative steam vents in the crust, and the knife got stuck. You were like Arthur with Excalibur trying to pull it back out. You were so frustrated. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was very cute, though. You needing to be pulled out of the pie with your arms crossed and you huffing like that. I've never had an assistant before. So having one that could roll on a rolling pin as if it were a lager game, I don't know. It was interesting. But, you know, all jokes aside, I have really enjoyed having you here. I've really enjoyed your company. Which is why it is a little bit bittersweet to tell you that I made a promise when I brought you here. I swore that I would keep you safe and I would keep you hidden until any danger had passed, and I kind of believe it has. It's been a good few weeks and nobody's come looking, so I don't know. There have been no whispers, no strangers asking questions, no little people in the town. I think that you are safe now. Which means, my dear, that I think it is time for me to make good on my word. You are more than free to go. And thank you for your patience. You have been a very good sport, considering you didn't actually want to be here to begin with. What is that? What is that? I was expecting. Okay, I admit I was expecting you might be surprised because you did express doubt when I said I would let you go, but I thought you would at least be a little bit relieved. This, you look. Are you uncertain? Is it that you don't quite believe me? I promise you that I meant what I said. You're not a prisoner here. You never were, really. I mean, I kept you here because I thought you needed keeping. Okay, well, now that does sound like you're a prisoner. But I you know what I mean. It was for your protection. And you know, the need for it has passed, so... Unless you don't want to go. Do you not want to go? I see. No, no. I mean, I hadn't considered. I mean, I assumed that once you were safe, you would want to be anywhere but here, if I'm being honest. That you would want to return to your own life. But you don't want to leave, do you? Why? Is it because it's safe here? Is it the warmth? Is it me? Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. Forget I asked that. You don't have to answer that. I wouldn't have assumed that, but you know, if you want to stay, you can stay. You can stay. I would never turn you away if you wanted to be here of your own free will. You have a place here, you know. Anytime you want it. You have a place in my home, in my kitchen, for as long as you choose. Just a guest. Not even a guest, just someone who belongs here. Your home if you want it. And if the day comes when you decide that you want to leave, I'm not going to stop you. But for now, if you want to stay, well, I think I've made it kind of clear that I would like that very much. So, what do you say? I actually, first, I think I should probably tell you something. Something I haven't really let myself think about too hard before now. But when I first picked you up, when I first carried you away from those people who were chasing you, I told myself that I was just doing a duty. It was like kindness. It was nothing more. I thought that like you were a responsibility. You're this tiny little defenseless thing that needed protection. But now that is not the way I think about you now. I don't think of you as just some responsibility, like someone who needs protecting or caring for. I think of you more as a friend or a companion, you know. And there are, of course, protective feelings toward friends, but this is something more. Not just a sense that I need to keep you safe. You made my home and my pie shop into something I never would have expected. It's somehow more alive than it was when I was here, alone, without you. I mean, I like my work, don't get me wrong. But now I also look forward to our conversation. I like the way you hum when you work, or the way you grumble when I tease you about your size. I never thought having someone here I never thought it would be something I would truly enjoy the way I have with you. I don't want you to feel obligated to stay, right? But if you do, if you wanted to, I won't deny that I would be very happy. I would be happier. I would be happier than if you weren't here. I might be happier than I've ever been with another person in this space. And if you do go, I will respect that. I don't want to keep you here if it makes you unhappy. But I hope you will think of me if you go. If you go, even if it's only in passing, I hope that you'll. I hope that you'll smell a fresh baked pie and think of me, and the warmth of this place, and all the laughter that we shared, the conversations we've had, the things that we made together that made other people feel good. So, like I said, I will respect if you want to go, but also if you want to stay, you wouldn't just be doing it for you. So, I will ask again. What do you say? What is it that you really want here? Hey there, cupcakes. If you were wondering if this was going to be the character that I feature in this weekend's Spicy Sunday on my Patreon channel, you were absolutely correct. Of course, she would have to be. And speaking of Patreon, thank you so much to my newest patrons. There's Webman2003 and Sam Reinhardt. It's so nice to have you with us, and I look forward to chatting with you in the community chat. And also, thank you to everyone who is still here and listening. You are also very good to me. I appreciate you being here, your time and your attention, and all of your likes and your clicks and your comments and your subscriptions. And I don't know what I did to deserve you all, but I am forever grateful. So, by the time this audio comes out, we will be heading toward Valentine's Day very quickly. I hope you will all have a wonderful Valentine's Day because I think you deserve it. I also think that some very special bakers and pound cakes deserve it. Thank you to Pack3424, Deanster, Mike D, Flaws, Kuro, Semblance of Life, Sarcastic Monkey, Ang, Charles Tribble Wheaton, Luke Curator, Limonic Cultist, Bowman, Alton Goodbottle, Tseco, Gunner's Mage, Mushan, Your Audio Best Friend, Elface, Tomas Rogers, Anya's Good Wolfie, Nosti, Barry Wilburn, Esteed, SLE Photo, Harper Evolution, Wolf9004, Malice Silo, Lou, Bunny, Meryl, Mr. Rickles, Anin, Darth Mythis, Red Death 48, Always Able, Old Bean UK, Kalua Bear, The Swaggy Llama, Artlow, Pierce Tailish, and Christian Cleopa. They're only names that I've been saying for well over a year now. I don't know why I'm stumbling over them. But thank you all so very much. I hope you will have a wonderful day and be as good to yourselves as you are to me. I will talk to you soon.